One thing that I absolutely adore about shill media is how they telegraph those upcoming punches via preemptive strike. And what I mean by that is this. You see this article in front of you coming mere 11 days before the newest iteration of Star Wars. Now, when you see something like this, you can look at it and say, hey, this is meant to sell tickets. And sure it is. It's meant to guilt people into buying something. More than that, however, it's saying that they expect backlash from the newest movie. They expect some type of failure, some type of division, and it's already the way that they're going to move forward. Their Disney overlords are going to command it. Now, when you're looking at that, it's a very interesting move to point your fingers externally, too. I mean, you could look at Disney pointing inwardly, but oh no, can't do that because they pay the big bucks. Nope, got to point out, got to point to the people that fill the theaters because those people, they're toxic fandom if they have a problem. Fun times, huh? Fun times. So hey there. So today I want to return to the biggest trash fire on the planet. You guessed it, Disney Star Wars, to talk about Kelly Marie Tran now making the moves, now telling you about bullying and harassment when she didn't bother to bring this stuff up for so long. It's interesting to see this move too. And like I said, all of these moves, they serve a purpose. You know, they serve some type of media purpose. If you think that going out and actually giving these interviews, they're not planned, then, well, we've been ignoring Disney and we've been asleep for far too long. Before we get into this stuff though, if you like this kind of content, you want to help an umbrella out, because again, we don't have those Disney overlords paying the bills here. If you want to help out, subscribe to the channel. That definitely helps. And thank you so much in advance, being very serious there for just a moment. Also, sharing videos, that tells people what exactly is going on, even people that don't want to hear it. And also interaction does the same. That means liking, commenting, just saying interaction, letting that thing play a few extra seconds, stuff like that. And thank you again in advance. So Kelly Marie Tran has been making those waves right now, not doing it after she supposedly quit all social media because of bullying and harassment, not while these narratives were being formed and she could go forward. Nope. 11 freaking days before the newest movie comes out. Kelly Marie Tran is telling people that she sought therapy because of Star Wars backlash, and that backlash there, it was due to her casting. That's right. Not due to performance, not due to the movie itself, not due to anything else out there. The backlash was due to who she is, because everybody out there are ists. They're ists. They're the sexists. They're the racists. Basically, this performs all of those check boxes that pretty much turn me off to any type of movie out there. If you're going to tell me that I don't like something because you don't like women, yeah, I hear you there. The daughters I have in my home, the fact that I'm a married person, yeah, that just makes you an ist there. And the other type of ist, yeah, that's beautiful. You're just supposed to sit there and you're supposed to throw money at it and say, you know what, I don't feel that anymore. Thank you. You've really shown me the error of my ways. I should have loved Last Jedi. But yeah, she faced that after she was cast Rose Tico in Star Wars: The Last Jedi, the second film in the Star Wars sequel trilogy. Of course, Tran will return as Rose in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, which opens December the 20th. And of course, that has nothing to do with what we're going through here. Now, the host asked Tran how she's doing in the wake of all of that backlash, and Tran starts talking about how she feels great. She's been going through therapy. I highly recommend it. Actually, you know what's highly recommended? Turn off social media if you think that people giving any type of backlash is because they're a bunch of ists. There are indeed crazy people out there. I deal with some crazy people out there every single day. I'm not going to say that they don't exist, but that's part of the internet too. I mean, that's part of actually being noticed out here in any way, shape, or form. People will question every single thing you do. They will always look at it from the most negative standpoint. And if you're involved involved in something like Star Wars. Wow. I mean, if YouTube can get you that at 30,000 subs, what can Star Wars get you that at multi-billion-dollar enterprise? That's what these people never think about. Now, she says that she used therapy to cope with bullying and her meteoric rise to fame. So she gets this meteoric rise to fame. Can't focus on that. Got to focus on the crazies out there. I very much was someone working a day job, struggling to be an actor, and then suddenly was in Star Wars. I think that transition takes a lot of emotional work, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm in a really good place now. I'm excited for this movie to come out. Then she starts talking about Naomi Ackie, who recently credited Tran for telling her to develop a thicker skin, which doesn't really fit into this narrative, does it? If you're telling somebody to go out to grow thicker skin, as it were, because of backlash, you're going to get that, then how does that fit in with having to go out and seek therapy because those mean people online? I think that's interesting too. So she said, I think we met and immediately sort of hit it off. We immediately sort of hit it off, sort of talked about all the struggles of being people that did not grow up in privileged backgrounds. Oh, you didn't grow up in privileged backgrounds. I don't have Disney throwing money at me. I'm sure most of you listening don't. So of course, those privileged backgrounds, they're really working out because of my skin color and because of the junk that I'm carrying. I hear you. Being very new to the industry, what that meant, what we would be dealing with. I think the biggest thing that sort of came, gosh, you use it sort of a lot, came from that was making sure that you don't become isolated or silent about the things you're dealing with. The best thing for me was looking outward and remembering that the world is bigger than myself and that experience. No, remembering that a few people online that don't like what you do, that doesn't make up your world. Like I'm saying with this, you don't have to actually listen to those people. You may have hundreds of them. You may have thousands of them. But within that, every time that you feel that there's backlash, just turn around and look at your bank account. Turn around and look at where you're standing. That stuff should tell you that. And also not hyper-focusing on the negative. Now, that stuff, too, like I said, bringing all of that up, why do you think that happens? Why exactly do you think that Good Morning America would bring it up? Are they trying to tell you about a nice tale of someone struggling to become more, dealing with toxic fandom? Or are they telling you that, again, they're telegraphing a preemptive strike because they know that this movie is going to have some problems? We've already been told by Naomi Ackie that this is going to be a divisive movie. We've been told by Ray herself that this movie, it's going to take multiple watches before you actually are going to understand what's going on. You need multiple times viewing this because it's so convoluted. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of backlash to it. A lot of people are going to be calling for Kathleen Kennedy to step down, and a lot of bad actors probably to step down as well. It's going to be something. It's going to be something indeed. But anyway, you tell me what you think about this stuff. Now, ending, I want to say thank you for showing up. Thank you for participating. You make these endeavors possible. These people, they forget that. And that's lovely. If Disney wants to go out, they want to have all of their people go out and tell you that fandom is to blame for all types of failure, then so be it. I mean, that is their prerogative. But when people walk away from that, they don't need to be asking why. They have one of the biggest platforms on TV right now. They have so much success with this, and they still keep taking aim at fandom, which is, again, their prerogative. But hey, that is so messed up. I don't want to ever be that. So I want to thank you for showing up. Thank you for participating. If you want to help out with our interaction, it's great, but you just being here matters. So anyway, thank you. We'll be doing this again soon. See you.